Hi, I'm Kathy from Pilates at Revolution Fitness, and I'm going to be bringing you some videos for you to do at home during the time that our studio is closed. So today's video will be primarily for breathing and for movement of your rib cage, because we're spending so much time in front of the computer right now, lodging claims, researching, watching Netflix, so we need to get you moving. All right, so we'll start standing up. And listen to your own body. If something doesn't feel right, don't do it. And feel free to email me at kenkath@iinet.net.au if you have any questions about what you can and can't do for your particular body. Okay, shouldn't hurt, should feel good. All right, so we'll do a standing roll down first. So you have your feet underneath your hips. Okay, your pelvis and your ribs are pretty much in line. Don't forget, we're all a little different. Head pulling up through a string up to the ceiling, shoulders softly down. You're going to inhale through your nose, and then on an exhale, gently tuck your chin towards your chest and start to roll down like you're peeling away from a wall. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, roll back up. Rebuilding your spine. Of course, if you have osteoporosis, I prefer that you don't roll down. Okay, so you do what's right for your body. Nice big breath into the back of the ribs, get them moving. All the breath out. So you can always pause the video. I would do about 5 to 8 of those before we start the class. Let's get the ribs moving a little bit more. So we'll stand with our hands behind our head. If that's uncomfortable for your shoulders, you can place your arms here or here. Keep it comfortable for you. All right. So make sure that your ribs aren't flaring out when you're standing like this. Nice tall posture. Inhale, little side bend. Try not to let your hips go out to the side. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, other side. Exhale, come back up. Really be aware of your breath coming into the stretching side, the opening side, like a concertina. Okay, so do about 5 each side of those, and then we'll do twists. Inhale, twist. Make sure it's just your ribs moving and not your whole pelvis. Exhale to the front. Inhale, twist. Exhale to the front. Really lengthen as you're doing this. And try and get that breath right into the base of your ribs. And exhale to the front. Now let's have our feet close together. You can stay with your feet close together to make it a little harder, or you can stand on one foot. And we'll do side bend. See, it's not that easy. And up. And side bend. And up. And twist. And forward. And twist. And forward, and change feet. Do that about 5 to 8 times, each direction, each leg. Okay, now we're going to get down onto the floor. So on your hands and knees, hands underneath your shoulders, a little bit wider perhaps, depends how wide your shoulders are. Soften your knees. Think about creating little arches under your palms. Okay, don't just really force into the palm of your hand. Use your muscles there and lift up a little bit. Neutral spine, so no big saggy baggy back and no angry cat back. Relatively flat. Knees under your hips. So we're going to do some breathing here. So I want you to inhale and let your belly hang, but without your back changing. And then as you exhale, gently draw your belly up towards your spine. So inhale, you should be able to see my belly is hanging. Let it hang. Exhale, gently draw it up. Okay, inhale. Exhale. So that might be enough for you, but if you want that to be a little more challenging, turn your toes under and gently float your knees off the floor. Okay? Inhale, let the belly hang. Exhale, gently pull it up. Okay? If you want to make that even more challenging, inhale, let the belly hang. Exhale, curl into a C curve, shaped like the letter C. Tailbone and head comes under, knees lift up a little bit. Inhale, back down to that hover. Exhale, curl. One more, inhale. Let the belly hang. Exhale, curl. And then gently come back down and come onto your tummy. All right. Any problems with your lower back, such as stenosis or facet joint problems, hyperextending your back is not a good idea. So just take it carefully. All right. Arms back by your sides. On an inhale, I want you to lengthen and lift your chest, lift your arms. Turn your palms towards the floor so you're opening up, you're rotating your arm, opening up your chest and down. Inhale, lengthen and lift, open. Exhale, down. And again, inhale up. And exhale, down. Do about 10 of those. And then we'll do some swimming. Arms out in front, palms facing each other, shoulders softly down. Lengthen your legs. Level 1, lift arm and leg, opposite arm and leg off the floor at the same time, but back down onto the floor between each one. Option 2, have them both off the floor at the same time, arms and legs, opposite arm and leg. Make sure there's no rocking and rolling of your body. Option 3, make it quicker with the breath. Do 4 on an inhale and 4 on an exhale. Or 6, or 8, just depends how good at breathing you are, and down. If you need to stretch that out afterwards, just come back into a little child's pose if that's available to you. And then we'll come on to your back. Lying down, feet and knees in line with your hips, arms down by your side. Stay nice and open across the chest and try and get your shoulders to relax down. All right. On an inhale, allow your pelvis to tilt back gently into the floor. Feel like your back muscles are melting. Peel up. Okay. Keep your feet nicely balanced. Don't let those big toes come off. They love to wander off the floor. And then exhale, roll it back down. If you have back pain or arthritis, just be gentle with how far you come up, okay? If you have a herniated disc, you can simply lift straight up and down and avoid that curling, okay? Up and down. So this is great for mobility of your spine. All right, now we're going to just lift, okay? So press into your feet, you can press into your arms a little bit. That helps activate your lats. Come up. Now this might be enough for you to just go up and down here. Otherwise, you can add some marching. One leg comes up and down. Other leg comes up and down. Now what we want to make sure is that you don't drop a hip or hike it. We want everything to stay nice and level. And just make sure you're not really thrusting the ribs up, okay? Try and keep it nice and neutral, all right? Make sure you're breathing, no breath holding. Breath holding actually increases anxiety. Okay, make sure you're really breathing into the base of your ribs, okay? And down. All right, hug your knees in if you need to, just to loosen up the lower back a bit. And I'm going to check my notes. And we're back. So now, onto your side. So the exercises that we do on this side, you do them on the other side. I won't demonstrate both sides. All right, so find something that's comfortable for under your head, or you can support your head with your hand. I want you to avoid neck strain, really important to make sure you're not straining through your neck, and that your head and neck stay back in line with your spine. We don't need to look to see where our toes are. Okay, top hand can be on the floor to start. What I'd like you to do is lift the top leg up and lengthen it so that we have a little space underneath the waist, okay? And if that feels okay in the back, bring the bottom leg up to meet it, okay? Feel your inner thighs working. Right? If that's straining the back, put the bottom leg back down, all right? So from here, we're going to kick the legs. Top leg goes forward, bottom leg goes back, and the other way. So your top hand, make sure you're not holding on with a death grip. It's a spider, very gently on the floor. Stay right on your hip. If you have hip bursitis, you might want to create a little cushiony donut for your hip so you don't aggravate the bursa. All right? Now from here, after about 10 of those, if you're comfortable with this, put your top hand behind your head, and as your top leg goes forward, I'd like you to rotate the chest, support your head, so that you open up the chest. As your top leg goes back, you're going to rotate to the front. So you stay right on your hips, but your rib cage is rotating. Inhale, rotate, open, exhale, rotate forward. Inhale, exhale. All right, and coming back, and repeat those about 10 to 15 times, each exercise, each side. So that's it for today. Now, if you've done lots of Pilates with me before, you'll probably find that that's pretty elementary, but if you're very familiar with it, you can ramp it up to suit yourself. We will progress each week. I'll make it a little stronger for those of you that need it. Anyone wants a particular program just for them, get in contact with me. I'm happy to help you figure something out. So that's it for me. Stay safe and well. Mwah. See ya.